On this edition of Lexington Now, 1 year of the mobile market, the Firefighters Toy Program, and the Minority Business Enterprise Program. I'm Neil Noah, and welcome to Lexington Now for the week of November 11th, 2024. Lexington's mobile market is celebrating 1 year of bringing food access to those who most need it. We were there for the celebration.
We have, out of the 2020 report from the Racial Justice and Equity Commission, there was a recommendation to improve food options, increase food access, and improve healthy food options. And so that was a very vague recommendation because we knew that the food access in our community is something that really would improve health outcomes for individuals in marginalized communities who don't have access to grocery stores. But have access to convenience stores and things like that. And if we look at food as medicine, and we know that helping folks get the food, the fresh, healthy, affordable food that they need, we knew that we could improve our community for everyone. And so we have now, we're celebrating this month the 1 year anniversary of the launch of the Lexington Mobile Market.
The Lexington Mobile Market has been a big success in its first year due to the partnerships that have been created and strengthened between the Lexington-Fayette County Urban Government, Kroger, and God's Pantry Food Bank. The other piece to that success has been the willingness and support of Lexington communities and neighborhoods that we visit and serve. So we have some data points to share to track the impact of the mobile market in its first year of service. Currently, the mobile market has 24 active sites that we are visited at least once per month. From December of 2023, so right after our start, to mid-October of 2024, the mobile market has visited a total of 46 different sites here in Lexington. During the same period, mobile market was just shy of $100,000 in total sales and saw 7,257 total transactions. So thanks to the acceptance of EBT and SNAP benefits as payment methods, over 30% of those transactions were paid for by using EBT and SNAP. The mobile market hit the ground running in December of 2023, but since then we've more than doubled its total sales on an average monthly basis. So we're seeing a lot more traction in the sites that we're visiting. Thank you once again to our partners and neighbors who made this project a great success. The Lexington Mobile Market has impacted many communities, neighbors, families, in its first year, and we're just picking up steam. We look forward to continuing to serve more and more Lexingtonians and expanding our reach. We always are looking for new neighborhoods and sites to visit and to try hosting the mobile market. If you want to inquire about hosting the mobile market, please contact myself, John Rupp, at God's Pantry Food Bank.
Hunger across central and eastern Kentucky is growing by some 20% over the last 18 months. Demand is heavy. Needs are great. What this mobile market does is it demonstrates the power of public-private partnership to successfully help individuals access food. And this particular program is about providing resources in food deserts, often in locations where folks are limited in their ability for transportation, so that they have easy, convenient access to food. Roughly a third of the customers who use this market are on SNAP benefits, food stamps. And it provides an easy, convenient way to best use that benefit so that folks can thrive.
The Firefighters Toy Program officially began their annual toy drive. Here are the details on how you can help this worthy cause.
My name is Lieutenant Chris McFarland with the Lexington Fire Department. I'm also in charge of the Lexington Fraternal Order of Firefighters Toy Program. We're excited to announce that in 2024 we are starting our toy program. This is our kickoff. I want to say special thanks to staff and the mayor for being here with us. I just wanted to make a couple announcements about what you can do to help our program. You can bring a new unwrapped toy to any one of our 24 fire stations. We have a nice little Herbie out there that's reconditioned to accept toys. You can drop those off. If the fire trucks aren't there, you're welcome to knock on the door and leave them with them as well. But any one of our 24 fire stations are a drop-off point, and then we'll work to get those toys delivered here to the North Pole. The North Pole this year is at the old Windstream building on the north end of town. It's 130 West New Circle, Suite 170. This is where we will host the sign-ups, and this is where the families will go or come to pick out the toys that day. We also have a great program that we work with Amazon. We have an Amazon wish list. So this happened during COVID, and a lot of people weren't able to get out and go to the stores. The stores were closed. They were buying things on Amazon and then just dropping them off to us. On our website and on our Facebook page, we'll have a QR code that when you scan that, it'll take you straight to our wish list. And it's items that we know 0 to 12 would like, and that they will ship them straight to us here at the North Pole. Really neat. If you're not wanting to get out in all the hustle and bustle of shopping, but you can go to from your couch or your office desk. We have a lot of offices that will call us and say, hey, what can we do? And I say, well, you can donate money, but we'd rather you just donate toys and send them here because we're just going to take that money and buy toys anyways. And so they find it pretty fun to fill their Amazon card up and then purchase those. And again, it ships them straight to us here at the North Pole. Thank you for your support years after year. This is 94 years we've been doing this, and we appreciate the continued support. The giveaway day will be on December 14th. You can check out our Facebook page, which will tell you the location, the sign-up times for the families. Very important to go to that. Also, if you send a text message, which is on our webpage and our Facebook page, you can send that information to it. We will respond back with the sign-up information. They are starting next week on the 4th and running through the 13th. All of this information can be found at our website, which is www.lfdfof.org, and our Facebook page, the Lexington Fraternal Order of Firefighters.
For 94 years, this program has served our community well. It started during the Great Depression and has continued through recessions, booms, busts, even a pandemic. To make the Firefighter Toy Program work, our firefighters go above and beyond each year. While collecting and giving away toys for 3,000 children produces a lot of joy, it also comes with a lot of hard work. Our firefighters volunteer their time to reach out, their time to encourage the community to give, and then to make sure that these toys are ready for Christmas morning. It's easy to give, as you just heard. Drop off new unwrapped toys for children 0 to 12 years old at any Lexington fire station. And I do want to congratulate our firefighters and a big thank you to the generous businesses and citizens and churches and other community groups that have donated toys. It really does take a village to do this. And to start the drive off to collect toys, it's my honor again to donate the first toy to Chief Sauce, Lieutenant McFarland, and the FOF. And I have something really special this year. If you have young children, you're going to recognize who this is. Hang on. It's a Bluey fire engine. And if you know Bluey, this is from the wildly popular TV show Bluey. And it even has the appropriate firefighters with it. So congratulations, well done, and we'll give that to you, and it'll go right into the toy drive.
Thank you, Mayor.
Yes, thank you.
After this, we'll tell you about the Minority Business Enterprise Program.
Hello everyone, I'm Tiffany Brown, Equity and Implementation Officer in the Mayor's Office and Chair of the A Sense of Place Committee. I'm here today to talk about A Sense of Place, an initiative dedicated to preserving the history of Lexington's rural Black hamlet and celebrating those that remain active today. More than 20 historic Black hamlets have been identified in Fayette County. Most are located in rural areas. Our historic hamlets have been and are home to generations of lived experiences, traditions, and culture. Houses, churches, schools, grocery stores, agricultural enterprises, and lodge halls for community gatherings were found in many hamlets. A Sense of Place is a partnership between community members with direct connection to our hamlets and the city of Lexington. Its goal is to raise awareness about what the hamlets represent and to identify steps that are needed to take to preserve their history. The A Sense of Place committee includes local historian Yvonne Giles, local historian Calvin Graves, executive director of the Lexington History Museum Mandy Higgins, Cadentown resident Dr. Alvin Seals, Cadentown Baptist Church pastor Reverend Leon Slatter, and others. With support from members of the Cadentown community, A Sense of Place is currently raising funds for maintenance updates and programming of the Cadentown Rosenwald School and property located at 705 Caden Lane. In the early 2000s, members of the Cadentown community worked with the city to preserve the school. In the early 20th century, Rosenwald schools were found across the South, serving rural Black children and families during segregation. Many of the buildings have been destroyed. Lexington is proud that the Cadentown School still stands and wants to preserve the history and significance that so many of these schools have had in our hamlet communities. The funds will complete the restoration of the school and upgrade the historic cemetery and church building. The school will permanently house artifacts that tell the story of Lexington's hamlet. We hope you will join us.
Welcome back to Lexington Now. The Minority Business Enterprise Program aims to increase the participation in city contracts. Sharita Miller, Minority Program Coordinator for the city, explains.
Hello, my name is Sharita Miller, and I am the Minority Program Coordinator, also known as the Minority Business Enterprise Liaison for Lexington Fayette Urban County Government. And my role is to assist diverse businesses through our procurement process. The City of Lexington, we have increased our participation goal on cities' contracts and procurements. We now have an overall 17% goal with separate minimum goals for minority business enterprises, 5%, 12% for women business enterprises, in addition to the 3% veteran-owned participation goal that we ask our contractors to make a good faith effort in meeting on the city's contracts and procurements. Through the Minority Business Enterprise Program, in partnership with the Kentucky Apex Accelerator, which is formerly known as the Kentucky Procurement Assistance Technical Center, I host outreach webinars and events on how to do business with LFUCG. I talk about certifications that are accepted through the Enterprise Program for diverse businesses. So I have quarterly webinars and in-person events. For example, upcoming, my director and I, we're going to have a co-presentation on doing business with LFUCG. And it's a webinar in partnership with the Kentucky Apex Accelerator. And we will talk about, I'll do an overview about the Minority Business Enterprise Program, some of the benefits that it provides to diverse businesses. Along with my director, Todd Slayton, he will talk about how to do business with LFUCG. We'll talk about the Ion Wave system. That's our purchasing software system where all of our bids and proposals are issued, how to get registered in that system, and just be prepared for upcoming opportunities that the city has. The city has a lot of contracts and procurements and projects coming up over the next fiscal year, so we'll highlight those as well. There is networking opportunities, and particularly at in-person events hosted through the Enterprise Program. They can do some B2B, they can network among themselves, but also get the opportunity to meet prime contractors. At times, the prime contractors will contact me and say, Sharita, I don't know of any MBE or WBE or veteran-owned small businesses. And through the enterprise program, I do maintain a certified list of those business types. And those contractors, they get that list on a monthly basis after attending a pre-bid meeting or a pre-proposal conference, or anybody can contact me directly to get that list. That certified list is now on the enterprise program's Lex Links page, so anybody can access that certified list. Contractors are those companies who bid on some of our larger construction projects. And then we also have our professional service companies as well, our firms for architect, engineering, design. We also have suppliers who provide materials for, contracts and procurements on the construction side, maybe even the professional services. And then we have vendors who provide our commodities. That could be paper, janitorial supplies, automobiles, etc. So the word contractor is mostly used in the construction industry, but we use different terms from contractor to supplier to vendor, etc. And so on an annual basis, I'll have at least 1 to 2 in-person events where they can learn about upcoming projects and contracts that the City of Lexington has. I host that annual Construction Business Connection event in February. That's the largest event that I host where departments and divisions, they can come, share the upcoming opportunities, but also get to network and meet the companies in attendance. So the program has grown. Recently, we conducted a disparity study. It's the very first one for Lexington Fayette Urban County government to assess the disparity in the availability of minority and women-owned businesses on the city's contracts and procurements. So we're in the process of implementing the measures recommended by the consultant firm, which was BBC Research and Consulting LLC, and we had 2 local sub-consultants on the project team, which was EHI Consultants and Abundant Living. And so we're in the process of implementing, if not the remaining of those measures. Majority of them have already been implemented, but we still have a couple more to implement as well. Companies register in advance for the events. Like I said before, I have a partnership with the Kentucky Apex Accelerator. They do all of my event and webinar registration. And when you register with the Kentucky Apex Accelerator, you have the option to become a client because they help all small businesses, not only in Lexington, Fayette County, but throughout the state of Kentucky, who's interested in government contracting, just not at the local level, but at the state and federal level. To learn more information about the Minority Business Enterprise Program, you can contact me, Sharita Miller, Minority Business Enterprise Liaison, via email, smiller@lexingtonky.gov, or you can call me at 859-258-3323.
If you're looking to enter the workforce for the first time or to improve or change your career, the city has a free service designed for that purpose. It's called Work Lexington Career Edge. Here's more.
My name is Amy Glasscock. I'm the Director of Business Engagement within the Mayor's Office here at Lexington Fayette Urban County Government. I work with workforce primarily, helping individuals that need assistance with finding employment, helping employers that need employees. We recently got a new program called WorkLexingtonEdge.com. It's to help any resident of Lexington Fayette County that would need assistance with finding employment. It's a learning management system. It's all online. WorkLexingtonEdge.com is the website. And with the program, you can do all kinds of things to help you find employment. Everything from creating a resume, you can practice your interview skills in the toolkit section of the website. You can do an interview simulation where someone pops on the screen that's recorded and they will ask you a question. You can record yourself, whether by your phone, laptop, tablet, whatever source that you have, and then watch yourself in answering that question. I can even on the back end watch that interview and give you feedback to how you did on that interview and answer that question. You can practice your applications. You can practice writing a cover letter. You can even do an assessment if you're not sure what career that you're interested in. You can do an assessment that tells you kind of what your strengths and weaknesses are and the type of career that you would be best suited for. There's 18 life and professional skills modules. 9 are life skills and the 9 professional skills. The life skills are focused primarily on things like your attitude, being on time for work, getting along with others, team players, things like that. The professional skills is very much focused on learning how to do a job search, learning how to work on your resume, very specific skills for finding employment. It's very easy to access Work Lexington Edge. All you need is your name, an email address, and your zip code to create an account, and then from there you can immediately go in and use it anytime you want to. It's open to anyone in Lexington Fayette County. Shortly after coming into this position, I recognized that people just didn't know how to create a resume, and there wasn't a source available to individuals here in the city. And so people were just going into like a Word document and trying to type up a resume without having a template to kind of guide them and what to do. And so we felt with the Work Lexington program that that was something needed, that individuals can come into our workforce center and have access to that, or they can have access at home to be able to work on these modules as well. You know, ever since COVID, things kind of got changed and everybody wants to do everything online and that sort of thing. And so we definitely wanted to have something that was accessible both in our workforce center, but that they could use at home as well. If you're a new user to the website, you would just go to worklexingtonedge.com. You would put in register here, or click on register here, and then from there you would put your name, your zip code, and if you're working with one of our partners such as Jubilee Jobs or Lexington Rescue Mission, you would click those partners that you're working with, and then it would take you immediately to the life skills module. With the life skills, you can start, you can click on one of the, like say, team player, for example, and a video will pop up and you can watch that video. It's only a couple minutes long, and there's actually even assignments that you can do if you want to do those assignments. And then there's even a book that will come up on the screen if you choose to read instead of listen to the video, and you can read the book. And then you can complete each one of those modules. If you just want to go in and you don't need the assistance of actually learning and reading or watching the videos, then you can go directly to the toolkit and start working on your resume, your applications, your cover letter, all those types of things that are going to assist you. But it leads you all the way through and tells you exactly what you need to put, and it'll even give you some suggestions if you don't know what to put in your resume. This is open to everyone. It's good for both youth and adults. Specifically those that are job seeking is who it's best for, but you know, if you're just wanting a career change and you haven't looked for a position in say 20 years, things have changed a lot. So this can give you some new and updated tips and ideas on how to apply for employment and changes you need to make to your resume that you may not have done 20 years ago. They can email me at aglasscock@lexingtonky.gov, or they can call 258-WORK and leave me a message, and I will get back with them as soon as possible.
Despite the holiday, there's a lot of live meeting coverage this week on Lex TV and streaming online. And remember, you can also find the most up-to-date information on non-televised city business at lexingtonky.gov. Here's this week's meeting coverage. That's all for now, but as always, you can keep up with us on social media. Check out the latest traffic updates on X at LexRex, or catch our live traffic cams on lexingtonky.gov. For all of us at Lex TV, I'm Neil Noah, and that's it.